Hi, and welcome to this Google News Initiative Verification Challenge. My name is Miguel D'Souza. I'm a News Teaching Fellow, and I'm going to guide you through this guide to searching social media posts. Now, these skills are going to help you as you go through the 2022 Verification Challenge with the Google News Initiative. Later on, you can polish up your skills in our Verification Challenge. But first up, we're always going to give you a little lesson in a key skill. Then stick around and test your skill out in our quiz. Now, this is incredibly important that I remind you about this. Most of today's session will be best done on a laptop, but you will need to be organized and have a few extra tabs open, or maybe even a separate device if that works for you. We will later on be doing a quiz component, which will require you to open up a new tab and go to our website at quizzy.com and then enter a few details. You'll also need to keep this YouTube video open while you do that. So keep that in mind. You have been warned. We showed you yesterday how to use Google to search for content online, including in social media posts. Now, today we're going to look at specific search functions for different social media platforms. We're going to focus mainly on Facebook and Twitter, since these two have a much more robust search function. TikTok and Instagram have limited search options, unfortunately, and we'd have to rely on Google search operators, and that means we're restricted to public content. The alternative is just to rely on the app's native search by narrowing down to location tagging, keywords, or hashtags. Now, first up, let's look at Twitter. As you're aware, each social media platform has its own audience. While Gen Z, like you, would probably prefer using TikTok or Instagram, there is still a wide group of people there who turn to Twitter to disseminate information or also read news. Now, that means there's a great potential for false information to be spread, and part of the critical duty of fact-checking detectives is to be across content that's circulating on social media, especially content that's going viral and may be amplified. It's important to be able to find it quickly in order to then be able to check their claims and check its veracity. Now, just like Google, Twitter has its own advanced search page, but it's not obvious and easy to find. However, once you discover this page, it's really useful and powerful to find a source of information or even monitor content that's going viral. Let's have a look at this. This is how you do it. Please note that in order to search for the advanced search page on Twitter, you'd need to do this on the web browser on your laptop. Now, I'm going to open Twitter on my laptop, and on the top right tab, I just keyed in any old thing. In this case, I just put in the letter A. I can now see that the advanced search option appears in a box on my right, and I can click on it. It brings me to a page that looks a lot like Google's advanced search page. I can also search by keywords here, or even search by an exact phrase. I'll use vaccine as my keyword. I can filter by hashtags or language as well. As I scroll down, you can see this unique function that's available on Twitter only. It's called engagement. I can find tweets that are going viral using this function. Here, I key in a minimum of 10,000 likes. Next, I'm going to narrow it down by time frame to set it between September the 1st and 15th next year. You use these drop downs to do that. I can see that my results fall within the time range I've set this way. See what I mean? Have a look at this. So once I've keyed in all of the dates, I can research, and my results are for that exact period of time between September the 1st and the 15th last year. Very useful. I'd suggest you bookmark that page because it can come in very, very handy. Have a look at that search up the top. Remember to make sure that you bookmark. There's the URL there on the screen. Now, how about Facebook? Well, Facebook is, to be sure, different. If you played around with searching for things on Facebook, you'll notice that it doesn't have that little detailed searchability that you get on Twitter. Now, here's how you search for content on Facebook. First, we're going to use the native search bar on the Facebook app. We used the keyword earthquake in this case, and you see tabs on top that say all, posts, people, groups, photos, and so on. After tapping on posts, I can now see a filter button appear on the top right corner. Tapping on it shows me the options to filter by date posted, tagged location, two things that I might find helpful as a investigator. Now, when I tap on date posted, however, I can find that I can only narrow posts down by a year, not a specific month or date. I can select recent posts if I want to see in real time posts that contain the keyword I searched for. I can also select posts from if I wish to narrow it down to someone I know or a group or a page I follow. I can also search by location. One of the key things every master detective should be aware of with false information is that it often involves visuals. So being able to search and monitor visual content is crucial. Now here I selected the videos tab, and there you can see also a filter button. The filter allows me to sort by relevance or most recent. And next is filtering the date. My options are either any date, tomorrow, today, or this week. My options are either any date, today, or this week, or this month. It's not the best, but if I have no other choice, it'll have to make do. And one thing to note when you use Facebook search and or third-party tool to search Facebook is that you'll find results can be inconsistent. We'll revisit that a bit later on. Now, previously we talked about using Google search operators to find public Facebook groups and pages. On the native Facebook app, you can also search within a group or page. For Facebook pages, you'll need to tap on the three little dots and search Select Page, then type in your keyword. You'll notice that not all of the results are posts that are posted by the page itself. Some are posts posted by people who tagged the page. And again, here you can also tap the filters button to narrow down by date posted or tagged location. And as mentioned before, in the native Facebook app, the date posted filter only shows year. We want to reiterate that you should take the results you get from the native Facebook search with a pinch of salt. So what do we do if we're unable to find content we want from a native Facebook search? Well, we can always turn to a third-party tool such as Who Posted What. Now, bear in mind this tool also has its own flaws by giving you at times inconsistent results. It is still helpful if we were going to search for content that was posted to Facebook on specific dates or months, which we can't do in the native Facebook search. And just a note, you'll need to log into your Facebook account because Who Posted What will redirect you back to your Facebook account to look at the results. Now, on the Who Posted What website, you'll notice that you can get every Facebook user's unique ID number, so no two Facebook users with the same name will have the same account ID. And you can also see the option to search by keyword for a specific date, month, or year. You can search keywords by time range as well. Now here we try and search for the keyword vaccine and narrow it down to a date. In this case, August the 25th, 2021. Once we hit search, we get taken to our Facebook account and we can see the posts that fit our criteria, just like this. So that gives you an idea of how you can search for content on Twitter and Facebook. Unfortunately for TikTok and Instagram, you'll need to rely on Google search operators, and bear in mind that these methods only work for accounts that are public. You can't view posts that are private. Hope you managed to follow the steps earlier, because we'll be testing you right now. So, just like yesterday, we'd like you to head over to Quizzy and test yourself against today's challenge. So here's what you have to do, and I'm going to give you a whole 2 minutes to do it, and your time starts now. All you need to do is go to Quizzy's website and key in the code. We'll give you 2 minutes to get there. Then, once you've done that, input your nickname and sit tight in the room and be ready for the question. That'll be coming really soon. But again, as I say, you've got time to organize yourself, and here's what you need to do. Keep this video open, Make sure that you have a tab open and you're logged into Quizzy, and see if you need to have a separate tab or a separate device to do your research or your work on. Okay, so that's three things you need. But I'd start by logging into Quizzy first. You still have plenty of time to do all of the others. And while you're doing that, just remember you've also got to think about how you're going to approach today's exercise. Now, we've taught you how to search two different platforms, and we've taught you a couple of key tools that you can use. So keep all of those at the ready, and you need to work out very quickly, in about a minute, which one you're going to use. So here's what you need to do. Go to quizzy.com, hit the join button, enter your code, input your nickname, and in about 40 seconds, you're going to be able to start playing the game and hopefully winning. But we're almost there. You've got about 30 seconds to wrap everything up now, so you better get cracking. 20 seconds to go, everybody, and pretty soon I am going to introduce you to today's challenge. We're almost there, so go to Quizzy, key in the code, enter your nickname, and 10 seconds to go. And we now have 5 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1. Ready for the question? Well, hopefully you are ready for the question, because here it is. Now, which of these places is not mentioned, I repeat, not mentioned in tweets from October the 1st to November the 30th, 2021, with the keywords vaccine and protest and more than 5,000 likes? Is it Perth, Australia, Valencia in Spain, Bern in Switzerland, or New York City in the USA? So, which of the places I've just mentioned is not mentioned in tweets from October the 1st to November the 30th, 2021, with the keywords vaccine and protest and more than 5,000 likes? Are you ready for a hint? Well, you may recall earlier on that we used a really cool advanced search page on Twitter, which had all sorts of incredible features, including one which allowed to filter results and also filter for things like likes and engagement. It was called Twitter's advanced search page, and you might want to look it up if you haven't already. My guess is you're probably all on it right now. So, you have a minute and 30 seconds to go. So continue your workings if you have, or enter your answer if you've got it. But either way, just keep working. Don't sit with your hands on your. Don't sit on your hands, is what I'm trying to say. So anyway, my point is, get cracking. You've got a bit over a minute to get your answer in, and we are almost there. So we've dropped a huge hint, which is Twitter's advanced search page. That's maybe where you should be thinking about doing your investigation. Now, we have a minute to go, which means you should be pretty much wrapping up your investigation and popping your answer in and getting ready to submit. Then, more importantly, watch yourself crawl up the leaderboard and think about the glory of leading the GNI Asia Pacific Verification Challenge. My advice is screen grab it when you get towards the top of the competition, because it's going to be a tough competition. There are going to be a lot of challenges waiting to knock you off. Having said that, it's a friendly competition. Okay, we have 20 seconds to go. Hopefully you are keying in your answer. And pretty soon I'm going to reveal that answer to you, and also, more importantly, how we arrived at it. 5 seconds to go. 3, 2, and that is the buzzer. So let's have a look at the answer, shall we? Which of these places were not included in our tweets? Well, let's have a look at the workings. Now, here is how we get to find tweets that fit the parameters listed in the question. First up, go to Twitter's advanced search page. Now you can either bookmark the URL or trigger it with a little search in the Twitter search bar. Now, the solution can only be done on your web browser. Once you're at the advanced search page, type in your keywords vaccine and protest, scroll down to the engagement section, input 5,000 likes as your criteria, and narrow down the dates to the ones we asked for, October 1 to November 30th, 2021. Hit search, and you will see all the tweets that were published during that time frame with over 5,000 likes. Now, let's scroll down and have a look at our results. As you can see here, not one of them was from Valencia or Spain. So, the correct answer for today is in fact answer C, Valencia in Spain. Hopefully that was the answer you got. And if not, don't worry, because there's plenty more rounds in the verification challenge. But most importantly, hopefully you learnt a brilliant key new skill. Thank you, everyone. I hope you managed to get the correct answer. Now, if you want to keep track of your progress throughout Chapter 1 and beyond, we'd ask you to bookmark our website at this link shown right here, just below my nose. There is a leaderboard there that will update with your scores after every quiz. And if you have any questions at all, we have an FAQ page on our website. But if you find that doesn't answer your query, you can always email our amazing team at gniVerificationChallenge@themasterplan.com.sg. And look, that's it for today. I hope you've had fun trying it all out. I look forward to seeing you again, same time tomorrow, for our next quiz that will focus on social media timestamps. See you tomorrow.